Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is Christine from Kyanite Psychic Services, and today I want to start a new series and talk about some different aspects of the non-physical that I haven't addressed on this channel. And I thought a great starting place would be the astral. What is it really? It's a word that is used so often, but it's rarely defined. And so we're going to explore this in today's video. Thank you for being here. I want to start with the word. The word astral, at least as far as I've found, originated in about the 17th century, and it stems from Latin, astralis or astrum, which means star. So there is in the word already an understanding that the astral is in some way the universe, connected to the universe, star stuff. And in the most general sense, when we're talking about the astral, we're talking about the non-physical realms. One thing that I've found, and I find this fascinating, is that there are as many interpretations of what the astral is as there are cultures on the planet. So if you came to this video looking for one definition for someone to give you, well, you might not find that, but you might come to your own definition of what you believe it is. Some people define the astral as the totality of spirit existence beyond the physical, all of it. And some define the astral as a space that spirits reside in between their incarnations or when they pass. Some people define the astral simply as the space where we experience dreams, like where we go and we sleep. And many religions have some sort of concept or way that they organize the astral or organize the non-physical. They're probably not going to call it the astral, most of them at least, but they're talking about the astral. So, for example, I was raised Christian. Maybe you were too. Um, and Christians, and as far as I know, Catholics, because there are many Catholics in my family, they organize the astral as having three domains. The non-physical has three domains: heaven, hell, purgatory. So that's a pretty structured but also limited version of the astral because you can only ever be in one of those places at a time. You can't be in heaven, hell, and purgatory, nor would you want to be. Maybe you were raised in a certain religion or you are of a certain religion now. I encourage you to drop in the comments what was your view or is your view of the astral? What were you taught growing up? Was this even something that was discussed when you were a child? I remember talking about, well, heaven mostly, with my mom. A lot of conversations because I was so curious about where we go when we pass away. I was that kid. Um, and she shared all of her, really the pictures that she had in her mind's eye of heaven. And some of those, I think for a long time, I took on as my own view, my own pictures of heaven. And also, I realized that that was what she would love to experience. And well, what did I want to experience? And so I would create my view of it too. Some people view the astral as this cosmic playground. You know what that reminds me of? Robert Monroe's trilogy, Journeys Out of the Body, right? I mean, for him and all the astral experiences he shared, it was a playground, an enlightened playground, right? For some people, the astral is a very heightened state of spiritual awareness. For some people, it's a spiritual battleground. I'm forgetting the author at a moment, but it was another author who wrote a lot about astral projection. And it was very clear that his experiences were of it's a battleground a lot of the time, right? So some people experience it one way and others maybe a totally different way. Some people believe that the astral plane is separate from the physical, and some believe that it's intertwined. So all that to say, I personally don't believe that any one interpretation could ever fully contain what the astral is. So I might have shared this analogy before, and I don't know where it came from. I was trying to think of that before I recorded this video, but I remember hearing this when I was young and maybe even seeing a picture of it in my mind's eye when I was younger. Maybe someone didn't even tell me. I don't know. But I'll share it again. Imagine that each and every culture on the planet has a room, their own individual room in a big cosmic hotel. And as they step into each of their respective rooms, there's a window in each room to the outside, to the universe. And so when they step in, they're looking out the window at how amazing, how incredible, how complex this view of the universe is. And they're starting to quantify what it is they think they're seeing. And that view and that window, that's their perspective from where they are in the hotel. And it's also their truth. It's not wrong. It's just that one view. So then imagine that each culture, each person meets in this cosmic lobby and they're describing to each other what the universe is, what their view has been from the window. I saw this, I saw that, it's this, it's that. And maybe there might be overlap, people whose rooms are next to each other, right? Like, well, I saw that, but I also saw this, right? And people who saw completely different things. No one's wrong, but I really truly believe that no one's completely right either, because we're never going to know all the totality of the universe until we step outside of that cosmic hotel. There are just some things we can't understand as humans with a limited mind, right? So I believe that it's really important over time for all of us to start to form our own definition of what the astral is, and in as much or little detail as we want. It's your room with a view. Here's my definition. I believe that the astral plane is the energetic parallel to the physical universe. So, really, it is the universe. The universe contains the physical and the non-physical. And I believe the astral as the universe is all around us. It's other dimensions of reality that are intertwined with this physical earth plane, or you could say overlaid onto it, but also dimensions that exist well beyond it, out into infinity. As far as I understand it, we don't believe that there's an end to the physical universe. No one's found it. I doubt anyone will ever find it. It's infinite. And so, too, the astral plane, the energetic universe, is infinite. I believe that there's no limit to what we can create and experience there. So, if that resonates with you, take it and run with it. But over time, that's where I've landed. And it might change, it might not. We'll see. Consider too that we're all divine creators. Our higher selves are divine creators, and we humans, our spirit is a piece of the higher self in a body. We're divine creators. So as we create on the earth and on the astral, our creations and the experiences that we have help to define and shape aspects of the astral plane. Because the astral is infinite, at least according to me, in my view, and many others, I think, there's more than enough room for all of our realities to exist there, for all of our definitions of what the astral is, all of our energies to be there, all of our experiences to exist within it, but then so much more beyond that. I love to get philosophical. Hopefully you do too. And something that I love to contemplate is that we define the astral based on what we create and experience. But also, we create an experience on the astral based on what we define it as. It's very chicken or the egg, right? If the astral is real and accessible, How do we experience it? I'm going to step away from the philosophical chicken or the egg. Um, from my perspective, there are three ways that we can experience the astral. One is sleeping in our dreams. When our body's asleep, our awareness travels to different dimensions of the astral plane, mainly to learn, to grow, to have experiences. We might consciously remember this, we might not, but we're still doing it. The other way that we can experience the astral is in daydreams. So when you're bored at work and you're dreaming of that, daydreaming of the tropical island, your awareness has left the center of your head and gone to this tropical island on the astral. It goes wherever you direct it when you daydream. A third way that we can experience the astral plane is through our awareness of energy in meditation or in altered states of consciousness. So that includes, when you're grounding in meditation, um, practice of running earth and cosmic energy that I've shared on this channel. And it includes astral projection, out of body experiences. All of you that are um, energy healers or readers of any kind, when you step into that type of reading and healing space, you are stepping into the astral. You're there. So every time that you're meditating, every time that you're working with energy, anytime that you're imagining using your non-physical senses, you're experiencing the astral. So for some of us, we're very conscious of this in all these different ways. Like we're remembering our dreams, our daydreams, and we're in meditation, experiencing the astral, right? Maybe even astral projecting. And for some of us, we might be more conscious in certain areas than others. So it might be good just to think about, where do you interact with and experience the astral plane most consciously? Are you someone with vivid dreams? You remember all of your dreams, or quite many of them? Are you a prolific daydreamer? I definitely held that title for quite some time. Um, or are you someone that is very conscious in meditation, working with energy? Are you someone that astral projects and experiences the astral in that way most often? So just think about it. And one thing that's important to know is that we can work with energy tools, we can set our intention to begin to shift and change the energy in our field so that the experiences we have on the astral in any way are more conscious more of the time. So you don't need to force yourself into someone's, let's say, spiritual framework or belief system in order to begin exploring the astral. You're touching it already each and every day. It's a matter of becoming more aware of that and setting your intention to become more conscious. And it will happen over time. It's not some distant place we occasionally visit if we're lucky. It's this interconnected living universe that we're already a part of and participating in, consciously and unconsciously. So the question I'm going to leave you with in this video is, how consciously do you wish to participate in it? I hope that this video is helpful to you and that it inspires you to realize how connected with the astral you are, and also to begin to define it for yourself and to realize that we can let go of right versus wrong, of good, better, best, uh, and know that there's room for everyone's conception of the non-physical to really exist and to flourish. So I want to thank you so much for being here. Be blessed, and I look forward to connecting with you in the next video.